Good afternoon, everybody. We are live. Sorry about the wait. We had some technical difficulties with the laptop, but we are live now. I hope you guys can see me well. This is a different camera, but we're just going to work with it this afternoon. Welcome into Strength Circuits. My name is Sam, and I will be your coach for today's class. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend and are having an awesome start to your week so far. In just a moment, we are going to get into our circuit. As always, we are going to warm up first. So if you aren't already, then stand on up, do that area check, make sure you aren't going to hit anyone or anything around you, and we're going to get those bodies moving. Let's just start by marching in place, by bringing the knees up high, pumping our arms, going at whatever pace you're comfortable with here. Trying to pick up that pace, bringing the knees up high, bracing the core. Next, we're going to bring the heels to the lower glutes. Again, pumping our arms, taking deep breaths, getting those knees and legs warmed up. Let's take this into a jog in place. If you like to stick with that marching, you can stay there. If not, we're jogging in place, getting that heart rate up just a bit more. Keep the arms pumping. Straight into some jumping jacks. Jumping up nice and high. Having the option here to do that side-to-side step. Taking deep breaths. We should feel that heart pounding. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Slowing it down, we're going to go into our elephant stretch. One heel out, arms starting back. We're going to scoop the ground up to the ceiling and alternate sides. Deep breath, big inhale down. Exhale, arms up. Toes pointing forward. One more on each side. Last one. Deep breaths. Going straight into some arm circles. Big circles back. Trying to keep those palms facing outwards. Standing up nice and tall. Feeling the stretch in our shoulders, chest, and our arms. And switching rotations. Forward now. Big circles. Deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Taking that arm across, giving it a big squeeze. And switching sides. One more on each side. Last one. Alrighty, guys, that was our quick warm-up. We're going to get into our circuits now. So today I am using a set of dumbbells for my weight or my resistance this afternoon, but weight is not necessary. It is optional. If you're at home and like to grab a household object as weight, that is awesome as well. Also, be sure that you have your water handy, maybe turning that fan on if you have one above you. And we are going to get into our circuit in just a few seconds, so get some water. Alrighty, guys, today, as usual, we're working the full body. Focus is on our lower body, our legs, and our shoulders today, and always some core. So we're going to first get into a squat to press here. So grabbing that weight, having it on our shoulders. If we're using it in our squat stance, feet should be a bit wider than shoulder width. We're going to sit back into our hips and our heels and press the weight overhead as we squeeze the glutes up. We're going to be here for about 30 to 40 seconds. Nice firm grip on that weight. And let's go. We're sitting back into our hips, pressing the weight straight to the ceiling. Remembering to breathe. Exhale, press, big inhale, sitting back into our hips. Working the lower body, legs and glutes, the core, and our shoulders here. You're halfway there, going at whatever pace your body is comfortable with. Woo! Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Control the weights down. Next movement is a single arm movement, so putting down one of those weights. We're going to go into a dumbbell snatch here. So here we're in that squat stance again. Feet stay parallel, nice and flat. Having that weight hanging down in one hand, starting with our right hand first. A nice firm gripper. We're going to be sitting back into our hips, letting that weight come between our legs on the way up, bringing it straight to the ceiling. Having the option here to stop at our shoulder and then come up. As a checkpoint, we're down, shoulder press, back to shoulder, and back down into that squat. Or we can just snatch it all the way up, depending on that weight or that object that we have. So we're going to have 20 seconds in the right hand and then 20 seconds in the left hand. Starting with the right hand down, and let's go. We're sitting back into our hips, snatching that weight up, back down, making sure the feet stay nice and flat. We're not moving our feet, just our arm here. Trying to keep the weight close to our body, close to the torso, and directly up. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to switch that weight over to our left hand. Feet stay in the same stance. Firm grip on that weight. And let's go. We're sitting back. Weight is down. Snatching it straight up. Remember, we have the option to go to our checkpoint, to the shoulder, and then to the ceiling. And back down. Woo! Halfway there. A big inhale as we sit back. Exhale, snatch that weight up. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Control the weight down. Next up, working solely our shoulders. We're going to go into a front and lateral raises. So both arms here. So weight is in both of our hands. We're standing up nice and tall, feet directly under our hips, and a slight bend in those knees, keeping the elbows close to our torso, and a slight bend in the elbows and our knees. We're pressing that weight outwards, laterally, back to center, and frontwards, right in front of us. So alternating from our side raise to our front raise. Nice and controlled. We want to keep the core tight. Slight bend in those limbs. And let's go. Raising the weight outwards, laterally. Turning our wrist and raising that weight straight in front of us. Keeping the back nice and flat. Being sure we're bracing the core. The core stays tight. Feeling this work in our shoulders here. We're nice and controlled. Slowly bringing that weight back down to our hips. 10 more seconds here. Nice firm grip on that weight. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, guys. We can get some water here if we'd like to. Next up, we're going to go into a bit of cardio here, depending on our pace. And we're going to do some mountain climbers with a dumbbell clean. So using both of our weights or just our body weight, we're going to have those dumbbells directly under or by our sides. We're going to get down into our plank position. doing 6 mountain climbers. And then coming back up, grabbing those dumbbells and cleaning them to our shoulders. And back down into our mountain climbers. Having the option here to hold the dumbbells in our climbers, or just having our palms flat on the ground. So whatever option you're comfortable with, but being sure that we place our wrists back directly under our shoulders. We're going to be here for 40 seconds of this sequence. 6 climbers up into that squat, pulling the weights to our shoulders and back down. So 40 seconds here, starting in that plank position, wrist under those shoulders. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Standing back up, cleaning the weight to the shoulders, and back down. Jumping or stepping out, back into the mountain climbers. Going at whatever pace your body is comfortable with. Having the option to jump or step up and out here. Being sure we're sitting back into our hips as we bring the weight back down, just like our squat. Deep breaths. We've got about 10 more seconds here. Feet are nice and flat, standing up tall. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Dropping those weights. One more movement here. We're going to go into a Superman. So nice and controlled. We're going to lay on our stomachs. Having the option to grab one weight. If not, we're using our body weight here. Laying on our stomach. Having our arms and legs extended. Head is looking towards the ground. We're going to be raising arms and legs, nice and controlled, and controlling it back down. Having the option here to do opposite arm and opposite leg, or raising all our arms and legs at once and back down. We're going to have 40 seconds here, nice and controlled. You've got a rest after this. Let's go. Inhaling, bringing the arms and legs up, holding it, and controlling it back down. Working our low back here and stability. We're nice and controlled. Big inhale, raise the arms and legs. Exhale, relax. About 10 more seconds here. Feeling this in our lower body, in the glutes, and then in the upper body in our back. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Sitting on back up and getting yourself some water. That was our circuit. We're going to go into repeating that circuit once more, and then we will cool it down, stretch the bodies out, and rest. So get yourself some water here, take some deep breaths, reflect on the circuit, maybe thinking about upping that intensity or lowering it based on how your body is feeling, or adding weight or taking that weight off. So just listening to our bodies now, taking some deep breaths and hydrating. Alrighty guys, we're about to get back into our circuit. Being aware that we may go over 1 o'clock just a tad bit since we started a bit late. So if you have to go, I understand. But we're going to get back into the circuit a bit quicker this time around now that we know our movements. So first, with that squat press, weight is on our shoulders in the squat position. And let's go. We're gonna sit back into our hips and press that weight directly to the ceiling. Bracing our core as we press the weight up. Working the lower body, legs and glutes. Our core here and the shoulders. Coming down as far as we're comfortable in that squat. Trying to get the knees at a 90-degree angle. You've got 10 more seconds left. Remember to breathe. Big inhale, sit back. Exhale, press. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Putting one of those weights down. We're going to go back into that dumbbell snatch here. So again, feet are in that squat stance, but the weight is hanging down. In our right hand first, 20 seconds. Remembering we're sitting back into our hips and snatching that weight up using the momentum of our legs. So 20 seconds here, and let's go. Sitting back and bringing that weight all the way to the ceiling. Staying close to our torso, all the way up and snatching it as it gets to the shoulders. Again, having the option here to meet at the shoulder first and then press. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching the weight over to the left hand. Same deal, 20 seconds. And let's go. We're sitting back, snatching up. This opposite hand I like to have out for balance, but it can be down by our side as well. About halfway there. Working again the legs, the core, and our shoulders. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing back on up. Grabbing both of our weights. Again, we are going to go into our lateral or our side and front raises. So we're standing up nice and tall, feet under the hips, siphoning in the knees and the elbows. First, going outwards, back to center, turning our wrist and raising frontwards. 40 seconds here, and let's go. Nice and controlled, bringing the weight back to center, using the strength of our shoulders and our core to lift that weight up towards the ceiling. Taking deep breaths, big inhale up, exhale, flow that weight down. Nice and controlled. You're over halfway there. Feeling this work in our shoulders and a bit in our core as well. Less than 10 seconds. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Back into our mountain climbers with the clean. We're getting down into our 6 mountain climbers. And then we're either stepping or jumping back up and cleaning that weight to our shoulders. So using momentum or just bringing it to our shoulders, back down, sitting back into our hips, placing it down and out into our mountain climbers. So here, we're gonna be here for 40 seconds, and we've got one more movement, and then we're gonna cool it down. So either using the dumbbells for our hands or having our hands flat on the ground beside us. Starting in that plank position, wrist under the shoulders. And let's go. Knee to elbow. 6 times. Back up. And snatching that weight or cleaning that weight to the shoulders. Excuse me. Back out. 6 mountain climbers. Going at whatever pace your body is comfortable with here. Either jumping or stepping out. And the climbers can either be nice and controlled or we can run in place. About 15 more seconds left. Remember to breathe, guys. Deep breaths, keep the core tight, working the full body here. Woo! Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish out that rep and control the weights down. Woo! One more movement, guys. Nice and controlled. We're going to get down on our stomachs for that Superman. So either using one weight or our body weight. For using that weight, it's in our hands here. If not, just using our body weight, remembering we're lifting our arms and legs straight to the ceiling and controlling them back down. 40 final seconds here. And let's go. Big inhale up and exhale down. Holding it at the top for about a second, squeezing our glutes and back, and relaxing down. About halfway there, having the option to just do one arm and one leg. 10 seconds here. Big inhale and exhale back to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting on back up. Woo! Give yourself a pat on the back. Awesome job, guys. That was our circuit. Get some water, and then we are going to go into our cool down. So stretching out, lowering that heart rate. Get some water. And we're going to start by taking a seat down on the ground. So starting by sitting up nice and tall, opening up the shoulders, and laying the legs flat in front of us. We're just going to reach to one side, making an arch in our bodies and our arm, having the option to come down on that forearm for a deeper stretch. Switching sides, reaching to the right, coming down on the forearm if we'd like to, feeling that stretch in our side. Coming back to center, we're going to reach towards our toes as far as we're comfortable, feeling the stretch in the back of our legs and the hamstrings. Letting the chest fall forward. Taking deep breaths. And sitting back up. We're going to bring our feet in for a butterfly. So pressing the feet together. Straightening out our spine and opening our chest. We're going to push the knees downwards. Feeling that stretch in our inner thighs. Taking deep breaths throughout these movements or these stretches. Slowing our heart rate. We can extend the legs back out. We're going to cross one foot over opposite knee. Elbow comes across the knee. And we're going to twist. Feeling that stretch in our upper back, our hips. And having the option to roll off that wrist. Switching sides, bring that opposite heel across. And rotating, feeling that stretch in our spine, upper back, and hips. Rolling the wrist out if we'd like to. And when we're ready, coming back to center, we're going to lay down on our backs here. Bringing our knees up into a tabletop position. We're going to cross one heel over opposite knee and pulling in through the thigh. We're going to pull the knee closer to our chest, just as far as we're comfortable, feeling that stretch in our glutes and our hips, keeping our back pressed into the ground. We can roll out the ankle if we'd like to here. And switching sides when you're ready. Ankle comes across and pulling in through the thigh towards the chest. Feeling the stretch in your glutes. And rolling out the ankle if we'd like to. Bringing the feet back down, we're going to roll over onto our stomachs. Bringing the hands by the shoulders, we're going to press the fingertips down, laying the feet flat, and extending the arms up, rolling the shoulders back, coming into a cobra. Chest is nice and open. Stretching out our stomachs here, maybe rocking from side to side, taking deep breaths. On your next big inhale, sitting the hips back and exhaling into a child's pose, opening up the knees and crawling the fingertips out in front of us. Feeling that stretch in our hips, the upper back and shoulders. Taking deep breaths here. Maybe taking this time to reflect on today's workout and being proud of yourselves for getting through it. Or maybe reflecting on this past weekend, thinking of those high points, being grateful. Maybe getting our mindset ready for this week. And whenever you and your body are ready, we can sit back up, crisscross applesauce. And that is all I have for you guys this afternoon in this strength circuits class. I really hope. Sorry again for being a few minutes behind, but I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your Monday or awesome rest of your week if I don't see you again. Also, we are still accepting applications for our prep programs. So if you have an interest in being a fitness instructor for groups or a personal instructor, then please check out those applications on our website at KSU Sports Rec to get into those free programs that help you pass those certification exams. So please do that as soon as you can. I think applications need to be in by this week. So if you are interested, go look at that. And other than that, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Monday or your week. And I will see you next time. Bye.